Hello, I'm going to do a quick update while I've got a minute. So, alpine strawberries are really bushy now. Loads of little alpine strawberries. Hundreds and hundreds of them. The biggest strawberries here aren't as leafy, but we've got quite a few big strawberries coming. Loads on that one, even though they're quite small, but garlic are up there. Haven't started bulbing properly yet, but they look really healthy. The greens are really healthy. So hopefully in the next month or so they'll start. Apparently they start bulbing this month, so hopefully they start bulbing this month. Monstew. Planted these ones in March, so they're well ahead. So we're going to start getting some of them soon. There's quite a few flowers. Maybe about 50. I'm not sure. These look dead, but they're not. The ends of them are still green. But those will still produce. They're the same thing last year. I think if they just dry out a little bit, they sacrificed a few bottom leaves. But the top of the plant still survives, so not an issue. We've got more monstew coming up in there, so we've got constant supply over the summer. Lettuce is doing really well. Really well. Haven't started eating it yet, but we probably can. We'll just start taking the outer leaves off and keeping the growing section in the middle. I'm excited to try them actually. All of these are new lettuce plants. More in there. Thyme. I did plant seeds all around here, but they're coming up very, very slowly. So we might just have this one I bought from the garden centre. So we might just have this, but to be fair, this has grown quite a bit, so maybe we'll have enough of that, potentially. This second pear tree has now started to come out of dormancy. I doubt it'll do anything this year, but well, at least it'll get some good growth. This pear tree, this one we've had for a year now, over a year. It's doing quite well. We had about at least 100 flowers on it, and we're left with about 5 pears because I dropped them. I can't really see what's left, but conference pears are a thing where they drop plants, like they naturally cut off pears when they know they can't maintain them. So because the pot is quite small, I imagine it only thinks it can maintain like 5 pears. But we have about 5, which we're excited about, and hopefully they don't get eaten by the birds. We're potentially going to wrap something around them at some point, some netting or something. Cherry tree, we literally have just one lonely cherry. That's all we have on the whole thing. But yeah, we'll keep it. Hopefully next year we'll get more. That's a seedling. These are all onions. They're all doing really well. Same as the garlic. The bulb hasn't really started expanding yet, but hopefully this month that'll start happening. Apparently the greenery all looks really healthy, so that's a good sign. But the bulbs are still quite small. More garlic. A little bit dry on the bottom. Pots are probably too small for how many I've put in there, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Spring onions all look good. Hopefully in the next month we'll be able to start cutting them down and eating them. In here we have more spring onions. There's quite a few growing in there, just to hopefully have sort of a continuous supply over the summer. All the potatoes, I think all of them are coming through now, so those are coming through, that's definitely coming through. I think it's just this one we're waiting on now. The rest have started, so hopefully by next month all this will be probably about a foot off the ground, maybe even 1 or 2 feet. Blueberry bush is looking really good. Loads and loads of blueberries on here. Some of them are starting to bulb already as well. The bees have been on this like every day. I think they really like the... See, that one's bulbing. I think they really like the pollen from it. Now, into the greenhouse. Cucumbers are starting to grow. I think it took them a while to really get used to being outside, but now I think they're quite comfortable now. I think so. Hopefully, in the next couple of weeks, these should shoot up because they should grow really quickly. We've had a few cold nights, so that might be why. Now, tomatoes, we had an issue. So all of these 3 here and these 4, I had to rip out the old plant and get new from the garden centre. I'll show you why. So I had to cut off the growing stem. I did that like last month because the top of the plant got too close to the grow lights and it kind of burned the top leaves. So I cut the main stem and I grew it from a sucker, which is this one here. But the leaves from the sucker were also burnt. I don't know if you can see that, but they weren't growing very well on any of them. I've kept the one because that one's not as bad. You can see this is all new growth here, and there's just no volume to the leaf at all. So I made the decision, throw them all away, get new ones while I have time, because it's still the right time to have plants that are this big. We'll still get a good harvest. And next year I'll just have to be more careful. There's something's eaten on top of that basil. Bloody Nora. But this one I've kept. It's not perfect. It's still burnt. It's just not as bad as the other ones, and I just want to experiment. I wanted to keep one, so I've kept one. Bought 6 new ones, or 7 new ones. Gonna have to keep them watered regularly, just because their roots aren't very big, and the water's gonna dry up in these really quickly. Basil looks good. These 4 are from my father-in-law. I'm gonna take them down today for him. Yeah. Got 4 peppers here. I've got 4 still upstairs under the grow light. These are actually doing a lot better, so I'm gonna end up bringing them down here. I think the ones upstairs the pots are too small, but I'm gonna end up bringing them down here probably today. I'll do that today. But yeah, exciting to see how these grow. Hopefully they don't die. Dry out and die. Peas, French beans. I mean, mixed results so far. So something's been eating them. Probably a slug, because there's slug slime on there. But there's 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 7 left. Even this one's been eaten a little bit. This one's bent. I think I did that. That one's probably gonna die as well. But yeah, as long as we can keep 6 or maybe 6, hopefully it'll be okay. Yeah. So really nice day today. Okay.